Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Oxygen Not Included Strategy and Tactics, Episode 5. So, when we last left our growing base of the Badass Lasso, we're just about done getting our farm up and running. We are also starting to dig out our sewer system. But I realized I made a few errors in terms of some of my setup, so let us rectify those immediately. First things first, our schedule. First off, we haven't kicked Jetstream down to his schedule yet, so let us do that. Secondly, we need to put in an extra bath time for that. Now, I realized I missed it, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine for now. But going forward, let's put the bath time here. And to denote this schedule as this is going to basically be the specialized small bladder schedule. So if we get another small bladder dupe, they're going to go in this schedule. So we'll call this one the European Union, just to denote that this is the small bladder schedule. Now, one other thing is our resident irritable bowel person I put into the schedule that goes before. I specifically made this one be two things off. So I realized Nathan is in the wrong schedule. Or rather, this one needs to be bumped up a little bit more. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to render both of these simultaneously incorrect by putting Nathan in the leading ladies and kicking Hiko down to the founding fathers. Just so there's a little bit extra time, because that way we have, see how there's two extra blocks between the downtimes rather than the downtimes overlapping. That gives Nathan's irritable bowel a little bit extra time. All right, I think that part of our housekeeping is good. Secondly, this toilet's getting a little bit full. And I want to get it cleaned out before our next one. So we're going to go ahead and hit clean toilet. And we also need to make sure we set our toilets to a 9. I don't like setting lots and lots of my things to 9s. Because, well, when everything's a 9, nothing's a 9. But outhouses are a special case because the consequences for them going south are pretty bad, needless to say. Let's see. A few other things that I want to get up and running. Well, you know what? Let's formally unpause here. Yeah, I know. The game was loading. One other thing I want to do. There's some stuff down here that I want them to grab before I cap this off. Like some of the algae and. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make another storage bin. Let's say like right here. Because I want them to basically grab the real essential stuff from here, the algae and the metal, and get them out of here. And then I can safely cap this off. But at least they finished the wall. That's nice of them. Uh-oh. Hypothermia. Yeah, that's all right. They'll get over it. There's always a chance of them getting that when they get their needs go a little bit too low. Is that wall starting to crack? It is. How much pressure is in there? Huh. 18 kilograms, 1 kilo. Yeah, I think it's because we trapped this water here that thing's taken pressure damage. Interesting. I mean, that is a thing. Oh, thank you so much, Jetstream. Excellent. Yeah, you just sleep that off, Nathan. You'll be fine. And now we have a nice empty toilet, so we don't need to worry about one or both of the toilets going MIA when it comes time for everyone's double dump taking time. Yeah, in testing, I haven't seen it done this before, but I think it's just because of this. That's 1846 kilograms of water pressure pushing it. So it's not so much this water, because this is only 1,000 kilograms of water pushing against it. So it's more so this, and it's mainly because that water's confined. But I'm just going to go ahead and let this thing break. Disable auto repair. Just break the tile. That's fine. Yeah, Nathan's a little on the slower side now. Yeah, Nathan, why didn't you go to the bathroom, man? Yeah, Jetstream's teeth are floating right now. Dead tired. Why are you dead tired? Oh, probably because I made you stay up a bit too late. Well, at least the toilets are going to be free for you now. Okay. Let's get our next bit of research going on here. I mean, the electrolyzer is an important bit, but we're not quite ready for it. We have a lot of infrastructure to worry about before we worry about that. I'm more interested in... Well, we don't have our supercomputer yet. I need to rectify that immediately. So you know what? Let's get the air systems, because we are going to need that. And also, let's get that supercomputer planned out. Now, little pro tip here. Notice here, if you remember correctly, we were building our stuff around this light. Now you might say, well, Pinstar, that supercomputer's not quite all the way in the light. Is it going to get the bonus? And the answer is yes. The light, when it comes to does the building get a bonus, you determine it by the location of the plug. So because the plug is on a tile where there is light, that whole building's operation gets bonused by the light. So that way you can kind of get away with some 50-50 situations here. Like another example, notice how this tile is not covered by the light, because this tile is in the way. So light reaches here, but not here. However, if we look at here, we can see that the plug is on this tile, and therefore our generator dupe, whomever happens to be running that hamster wheel, gets the bonus. So handy that. Oh yeah, one other thing that someone, actually several of you commented, you can do a copy settings and voop, voop, voop. And that way we don't have to individually click. Part of me had remembered that from years gone by, but then I kind of forgot about it, so thank you for reminding me. Now, Larissa, why were you waiting? And Jetstream, why are you working so... Oh, because you're dead tired. You took too long. So we got some dupes that are a little on the slower side here, due to some environmental effects. Oh yeah, I need to set up my power here too while I'm at it. Ba-doop. Nathan looks like he seems to have recovered himself. Yeah, like, hypothermia is annoying, but it's not deadly. You're not going to have a dupe keel over and die horribly because of hypothermia. Oh yeah, and yeah, let me, another thing. Make sure we put those unidirectionally so they're not washing their hands going both directions. Copy settings, boop, boop. Yeah, and there it goes, boom. The water has won. Now, if they go ahead and build this thing here, that should push the water out a little bit. if they decide to make their way all the way over there. All right, let's see here. That is harvest ready. Well, you're set to harvest. That's good. All right, everything else here should be good. All right, so let's actually start working on our bathroom. Because I mean, well, let's plan let's actually finish digging out our sewer system first. This will be about as low as I want to go with the sewer system. We'll dig a little bit further down, and we will also dig further down here and get ourselves a ladder. Now, one little thing I'm going to be doing here, and this is, again, a lot of you have commented, hey, Pinstar, did you know you could do a closed loop with your bathroom? Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's a reason why I'm doing some open-air sewage first. We are going to go to closed loop bathroom. Don't you worry. I promise. Because I know that is really, really effective and really, really important. And conserving your water, because it is such a precious and limited supply, is a really, really important thing. However, I have a very specific purpose in mind for having a non-closed loop at the beginning. That will become a closed loop. Don't you worry. But one thing we do need to put down here is a storage bin. Like so. More on that later. Oh yeah, this needs to, we'll let you disinfect that. That way the dirt it produces is not as polluted. Now, by doing that so I'm okay with that, with them actually disinfecting that, because this thing's going to spit out dirt. Which actually, the polluted dirt has food poisoning, and the dirt that it spits out, it's going to have food poisoning anyway. So even if we spray the compost pile itself, it's still going to spit out some germy dirt, which is a little bit annoying. I'll give it that. I would prefer it not to spit out germy dirt. And actually, part of me kind of wants to deconstruct this compost pile because of what we're planning on doing in the future here. Yeah, we want to build those two things there. Like I said, I have very specific plans. In fact, let's do a few things here. So we're gonna do organic, and we want polluted dirt in this storage bin. And we don't actually want it in the compost because that spits out polluted dirt. Now, I know some of you are going to come at me for this particular decision, but this ties into a longer term strategy. I know that converting polluted dirt into actual dirt is important because actual dirt is important. And we're getting there, but I have a plan in mind first. So we are golden. I promise. All right, the other thing I wanted to do here is we're going to set this to a high priority, but this is only going to be for our metal ore and our algae. Just the real important stuff so that we can sort of vacuum it up off of there before we seal this place off. That way the stuff isn't trapped down there, semi-useless to us for the time being. And this way, do a little bit of housekeeping of the important stuff. That way the hatches don't accidentally eat some algae or metal. Because that would be unfortunate. We don't want hatches eating that stuff. At least not now. There is actually a strategy a little bit later on in which you feed hatches your metal. But that there's more stuff to be done first. Oh, one other thing, I was tinkering around with some of the ebb and flow of some of the priorities. First off, we want tidying to be higher. Oops. as well as storing for Larissa, just to make sure she's using her strength here. We also want supplying to be that. We actually want building to be the absolute highest priority. That's because if there is a thing that has been supplied, either been by Larissa or by somebody else, I want her actually building it. Rather than constantly supplying a million things and then going ahead and building them. So that's that. This will focus her on actually getting things physically built. Now, part of what I need to, I'm going to actually need to seal this part off down here. We're pretty much done. But that also means we need to extend the ladder up here. This is all going to be part of our sewer system. And we also want to make sure we only do the building. Oops, that's canceled. Derp, deconstruct, please. Only buildings. That's better. Yeah, we don't want to clip the wire. But we do want to build a ladder. This may temporarily trap somebody, but I don't think it's going to lethally, because there's oxygen down there. Alright, we got the copper there, so we're getting this mesh tile here. We are getting this mesh tile here. Again, all by design. Yeah, no one's about to go to bed, so I don't think we're going to have some ill timing here. And we don't actually have any raw sewage down here just yet. Reachable dig, yeah. I want them to dig this out and then dig this and fill this tile in before we do anything more, because again, I don't want that water pressure crushing another tile. Okay, that's got that going here. So let's, now we actually have our supercomputer up online. We want to, again, this is all tying into our thing. We need decontamination. This is required for the proper operation of a open air sewage system. And just useful all around. Now, one thing. Now here's my spiel on giving your strategy for when you have two different researchers, making sure the correct researcher is using the correct station. We set the supercomputer to a 6, while we leave the research station to a 5. Thibault, when he goes looking for a research, will go to the higher priority one, whereas Hiko, who is our sort of our hobby researcher, when she's ready to grab a research job and she can't, she'll try to go to the supercomputer, but she can't. So then she'll go to the research station here, and then both of them can tag team. Now, right now there is no water in the supercomputer, so nobody can use that. But then once that's taken care of, then we can sort of scooch them over. Yeah, get that ladder up and running here. And yeah, we want to make sure these things stay this way, because whenever anybody is doing anything in this open air sewer, they're going to get filthy. Absolutely filthy. Yeah, hey, more athletics for the Thrillista. No, don't entomb him. Okay, good. Phew! That was close. You almost sealed Jetstream in there. Okay. Oh, well, or you could just fill that in yourself, Larissa. You're gonna do some parkour building there. That's fine by me, girl. Much respect. And actually that keeps the water out of the sewer system. Yeah, look at that. That pushed all that pressure up here So that kind of shifted everything. And now we can, in good faith, now that everything, I think everything's been, nope, not all the goodies have been vacuumed. That's a lot of algae. I want them to vacuum up that algae before I seal things off there. Alright, see now Thivo has made his way over. Jetstream taking his midday bathroom break. That's fine. Soon this will become more useful. But let's, in the meantime, actually start laying the ground for our bathroom. Now, our bathroom, the way we have things working now is that our dupes, as soon as they finish bedtime, need to use the bathroom. Now, we previously had the bathroom down here. This is going to cease to be their bathroom once this bathroom is up and running. And we want it to still be close by because we are intentionally scheduling them so that they wake up with really full bladders. And the first thing they do with their free time is run to the bathroom to relieve themselves. So we don't want to give them a lot of travel time for that. So putting it up here is the logical course of action. But that being said, I actually want them to take care of hollowing out the sewage system as well as hauling up this stuff before we distract them with other jobs here. This will also get the algae and metal out of here before it turns into a sewage-covered algae and metal. That is a lot of algae. Oh, Larissa. I know it's a little inefficient being this far. Wow, she can carry 800? I thought she could only carry 4. Alright, well, no complaints there. It is a little bit of less efficient. I do wish that you could tell them, like, go around and just gather algae until you've hit your max. I would have rather you done here to here to here to here and then go down underwater, please. Because that's the thing. I don't want to give her any other building jobs because that's going to distract her from picking up the algae here. There's a lot of algae to gather. Well, a little housekeeping is never a bad thing. Before we start into the next thing. Aha, Larissa, there you go. Yeah, just gather up all the algae. Come on, you can carry more than that. Now, you might be asking me, Pinstar, why did you deconstruct your compost heap here? You got polluted oxygen here. It's farting up the air here. That's eventually gonna flow around to your base. Well, the flow around to the base is going to be something that I want to take care of and prevent in the near future. That's why we're doing this tech that we're researching right now. But the having it aerate itself is actually kind of part of my plan, and also why I have this storage bin full of the stuff that just hasn't been serviced yet. I have never seen those things like actually lay an egg. You just kind of spit it out there. Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Hatch. Thank you for the egg. All right, Jetstream taken to action here. Or, well, taking to inaction, I should say. Alright, that's some efficient bathroom usage. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. Through everyone's morning routines. That rear toilet's getting a little full there. I may manually order the emptying of it. Yeah, 1 visit remaining. Let's order that thing cleaned. Because when Jetstream gets up, he'll be able to use this toilet. And then we want to make sure it's taken care of during the day. Yeah, see, this is why we... Oh, no. Hiko. Hiko, no, Hiko. We're not carrying 80 at a 2. I need to turn more stuff off for you, Hiko. Man, that noodle arms. I would have re-rolled more aggressively if I'd known noodle arms was quite that bad. Like, I knew it was kind of a bad trait, but not like a game breaker, deal breaker, not like flatulent or allergies. But damn. Yeah, so what is that? Research? Oh, well, no, I can't turn that off because you're my backup researcher. Fine. Go get your little blocks of 80k water. Yes, please let Nathan actually haul the water. He knows how to haul water. All right, so bathroom taken care of. Beautiful. 520k algae. Beautiful. Let's just make sure we're not spreading too many germs. Yeah, we got to. Let's disinfect that building, please. Because the reason it was disinfected is it was touching food poisoning, germy stuff down here, or rather, she was touching it, and then she picked up the algae. She washed her hands, but she got the germs on the algae. Now, that's not the end of the world, but we definitely don't want them swimming around in the water, because we don't want a polluted, germy water supply. That's no fun for anyone, and the main reason why you want to cap these things off. All right, yes, Larissa, go in there, get us the lion's share of that algae. Yes, good, excellent. Are we missing anything else? I'm not worried about the fertilizer, because we're not going to be using that anytime soon. I mean, we could use it sooner rather than later, but it's not that important. Okay, I'm happy to cap this off with an airflow tile, and let's get that nice and high prioritied, so nobody else tries to go down there. Oh yeah, you guys are fetching all the copper from over there. Alright, well, you know what? We don't really need that as much now. As soon as you build that tile down there, I will start breaking ground on that bathroom. There you go, Larissa. Alright, and we've got our research ready. So, it is time to replace this door. And also, we need that deodorizer. So, the deodorizer right in front of the door is going to prevent the poo gas from seeping out. Rather, it'll filter it out, so we don't need to get a true, water lock or any crazy setup. It'll just catch it before it comes out. Actually, no, we want it the other way around here. We're actually going to build the door one tile deeper. I got this backwards. So the deodorizer, we actually want the poo gas in here. We're just going to move the door back one. And we're going to get the mechanized airlock here. And we are actually going to plug it in. That helps the door open faster when people need to go in and out. It does suck a little power, but it only sucks power when someone is actually using the door. If the door is just sitting there closed, it is not an active draw on your power grid. All right, so we got our first tier 2 thing taken care of. Not too shabby. Now, for our next tier 2, which may actually be... Let's see. Actually, we could continue going down the route of getting our electrolyzer set up, but I really kind of want to focus on our sewer system here. So I'm actually going to take us down the path of filtration distillation. Then we'll start getting into the air afterwards. So the reason why we're going down here, first off, the filtration thing, it's not so much. It's more the water sieve that I'm interested in. Because that's what the water sieve is actually what you really need for the closed bathroom loop. And yeah, that's pretty much all we really need at the moment. So we'll go ahead and tackle those. Yeah, that is the order that I have decided upon. Oops. Let's get you to medium speed here. Yeah, we'll let them finish flowing this out. All right, and now the deodorizer goes on the outside here. So yeah, a little aesthetically unpleasing, but it works out a little bit better. Now the deodorizer will turn any polluted oxygen that comes near it into regular oxygen, and then it uses sand to sort of purify the air. So this will make sure that in our main base we don't have any poo gas, because nobody likes poo gas. All right, and now, yeah, see, now it opens up. We're not going to keep it open because we do have poo gas floating around in here. And once we have our bathroom up and running, that's going to be creating even more of it. So, in our next episode, we are going to tackle our bathroom proper and get that up and running and show you some of the reasoning behind my my whole open air sewage system and why I am specifically not, at least for the moment, opting for a closed bathroom loop, even though the technology is more or less within our reach. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!